Hello student, myself Manoj Kumar. Today I am going to start the second part of this chapters. In this video, we will discuss about the exercise 63. In the first part of this video of these chapters, we have already discussed the time where we have learned how can we conert the 12 hours clock time to the 24-hour clock times and 12 24 hours clock time to convert 12-hour clock times. And we have already discussed the exercise 62, which is based on the converter of am to pm and pm to am, hours to 12-hour clock to 24 hours and 24-hour clocks to 12-hour clocks. In this video, we will discuss about the exercise 63, which is based on the additions and subtraction converter of this days to hours and hours to the minutes and years to the month and so on. And this is the first questions. The first question has question A to E, and here I have solved question number 1A, 8 days into the hours. To convert days into the hours, we will require the converter table. We know that one day is equal to 24 hours. Then we will change 8 days into the hours. We will multiply 8 into the 24. 8 multiplied by 24, we get the 192 hours. Then our answer will be 192 hours. Okay. And now let us see the question number 1E. 11 days, 11 hours into the hours. 11 days, 11 hours into the hours. 11 hours have already given. To change 11 days into the hours, once again we will multiply it by 24 and adding 11 hours which have already given. Then we adding both of these numbers, we get the 275 hours. So in this way we can change 11 days 11 hours into the hours as it 275 hours. Now see the question number 2. This type of the question is based on the hours to the minute and days into the minute. And how can we convert this? 10 hours into the minutes. 10 hours into the minutes. It is very simple. We know that 1 hour is equal to the 60 minutes. To change 10 hours into the minutes, we will multiply it by the 60. 10 into 60 is equal to 600 minutes. This is the 600 minutes. Now let us see the question number D. 3 days, 12 hours, 25 minutes into the minutes. Here are the three components: days, hours, and the minute. All of these change to minutes. Have to change to minutes. 3 days, 12 hours, 25 minutes. When we multiply days by 24, it is converted into the hours, and hour change into the minute, we will multiply it by the 60. So 3 multiplied 24 and 24 into 3 multiplied by 60, it makes the minutes, and 12 multiplied by the 60 minutes and plus 25 minutes. When we calculate all of these transactions, all of this, we get 4,320 minutes plus 720 minutes and 25 minutes. When we adding all of three values, we get the 5,065 minutes. Here is the converter rules. 1 day is equal to 24 hours and 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So in this way, we can solve the question number 2, and all the other questions will be solved by the same pattern. Okay, now here see the question number 3. Convert 9 minutes into the seconds. Here is the minutes and the second. So we know that 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. To convert 3 minutes into seconds, we will multiply it by the 60. 9 into 60, we get the 540 seconds. Now let us see question number E. 5 hours, 5 minutes and the 5 seconds. To convert 5 hours into the second, we will multiply first by 60 to make the minutes, and this minute will be converted into the second by multiplied by 60. When we multiply 5 into 60 into 60, we get the 18,000 seconds. And when we multiply 5 minutes by 60, we get the 300 seconds and 5 seconds adding them. When we adding all of these three numbers, we get the 18,305 seconds. The answer will be 18,305 seconds. Now, let us see question number 4. Here is the another converter. Years into the months. How can we convert? We know that 1 year is equal to 12 months, and first question is very simple. We have already this type of the question solved in the class 4. That is the previous class. 4 into 12 multiplied by 4 into 12 into months is equal to 48 months. Now 4C, 14 years, 8 months into the months. When we multiply 14 by the 12 and add 8 months in it, we get the 176 months. Because 1 year is equal to 12 months, then we will multiply it by 12 to change years into the months. Now let us see the question number 5. Convert 5 weeks, 6 days into the days. We know that 1 week is equal to 7 days. Then to convert weeks into the days, we will multiply it by 7 to the number of weeks to change into the days and add 6. 5 7 is 35 and plus 6. 35 plus 6 is equal to 41 days. So in this way, when we convert 5 weeks, 6 days into the days will be 41 days. Now let us see 5E. 3 years 120 days into the days. 3 years 120 days into the days. 3 years. 1 year has the 365 days, but we know that uh, 1 year has 366 days also. But we will multiply it with the 365 days, because here is not giving the particular year, that is the leap years. So we will multiply it by 365 days. It means this is the ordinary year. 3 into 365, we get the 1095, and add 120 to 1095, we get 1215 days. Okay. Now, see the question number 6. 137 minutes into the hours and the minutes. Here is the opposite, minute to the hours. Then we will divide it. We know that 1 minute is equal to 1 upon 60 hours. 1 upon 60 hours means 1 is divided by 60. So then 137 minutes, 137 multiply 1 by 60. When we multiply 1 by 60, that is when we divide 137 by the 60, we get 2 as the quotient, which makes hours, and the 17 as the remainder, which makes minutes. So in this way we can solve this type of the questions. Here is the 60. Why we will divide by 60? Because 1 minute is equal to 1 upon 60 hours. And when we divide 60 to 137, 60 to the 120. When we subtract 120 from the 137, we get a 17. And there is no number to write down is here. So the remainder will be 17. And this 17 represents the minutes, and the quotient represents the hours. And in the same way, we can solve the question number 60. Okay. Now, let us see question number 7. Convert 1354 second into the minutes and the second. We know that 1 second is equal to 1 upon 60 minutes. To convert into the second, we will divide once again by the 60. And now this is the process for division. When we divide 1354 by the 60, 60 to the 120, and the remainder 115. And now write down the 4, and 60 to the 120, and the 34 is the remainder. Now in this way we get 22 minutes and 34 seconds. Okay. And now see the question number 8. Hours, 73 hours into the days and the hours. We know that 1 hour is equal to 1 upon 24 days. It means 24 days is equal to 1 hours. But here is the days is the higher unit and the hour is the lower unit. When we convert lower unit to the higher unit, then we will divide 73 hours. When we divide 73 hours by the 24, this is the process For division, 24 3 is 72 and the remainder is 1. So in this way, here is the 3 days and the 1 hours. Okay. And now in the same way, we can solve the question number B, C and D. Now see the last question of this exercise, exercise 63. Now see question number 9A, 230 days into weeks and the days. To convert days into weeks and the days, we know that 7 days is equal to 1 week. So we know that 1 day is equal to 1 upon 7 weeks. So here is the same way. 7 is divided to this one, and now how many days are here? 230 days. So 230 divided by the 7. When we divide 230 by the 7, we get the 32 as the quotient, which makes weeks, and 6 remainder, which makes days. So our answer will be 32 weeks and the 6 days. And in the same way, we can solve the question number 9C. 400 days into the weeks and the days, and 400 divided by the 7, we get the 57 weeks and the 1 day. Understood, guys? So in this way, we can solve the exercise 63. I hope you understand how can we solve the exercise 63. Thank you for watching my video. In the next video, we will discuss the more exercise of these chapters. Thank you.